The opinions and views expressed in the following presentation do not necessarily reflect those of GameCon Radio or its affiliates.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
Welcome to Moebanshee's Lair, Visionary Talk Radio on GameConRadio.com. We rock your world. And welcome to Moebanshee's Lair. And I want to welcome everyone in the chat. And I want to hope everybody had a wonderful Easter. I'll concede. If you're not a practicing Christian, I hope you had a good weekend. We had a wonderful Easter. My daughter made ham, which we are still eating. And that's what we did. A very quiet day. And nothing says Easter like watching Stephen King's The Stand. We watched it on Sci-Fi, which took, I think, 8 hours to finally get it. I think we watched it from something like 4 o'clock until 11 o'clock. And nothing says Easter like The Stand, you know. And, you know, I don't even care that much for it, but it's one of the better movies made by him. Our guest tonight has been on before, Bridget VonStetina, and he is here with Bridget, his wife, and I will bring them on in a moment. The Asylum.com newsletter is out. If you go to the site, you can find the links. There's a thread about it, and this is 21 pages of incredible newsletter, and I'm not saying that because I did the movie reviews. Anthony has put some awesome stuff in there. You know, he just does a wonderful job each time. And the newsletter comes out every 2 months. And so, you know, we're over the moon that he picked up this gauntlet that we have been trying to do for a long time. There was something in the news that, well, we want to make sure that our hearts go out to the guys in, I think, Virginia, the coal miners, that were lost this, I think, yesterday or today. Also in China or Japan, there were miners lost. Our hearts go out to their families, and we hope that God sends healing. And we're so sorry that that happened. Our sincere sympathy from AsylumCam.com and GameConRadio.com, where we rock your world. There was something that the Neverbug showed me today, and it's in the news, and I had to say something about it. Okay, Representative Hank Johnson, Democrat from Georgia. He doesn't like us building up our military in Guam. Guam is an island. It's like 12 miles by 7 miles at the smallest, you know. And he gives a very, I don't know, a thoughtful answer as to why he doesn't want Guam to get any more military on it. And it's because he thinks it'll tip over with all the weight. Boys and girls, this is what's, you know, running Washington. Don't ask me how that works, but he's sure that the excess weight of military on Guam will cause this island to tip over and slip off of, I guess, its pedestal or whatever it's on. And it's on political hot sheet. Guam tipping over comment, no concern for Guam officials. And there's actually a video of this guy saying this. So if you can get to that and see that, you have got to go see that. That is just the funniest thing. And the Neverbug is 13, and I thought she's going to wet herself laughing. That's how funny this was. And we all sat here with our mouths open saying, and this is what's running the country. I mean, tell me you don't want military buildup because you're against military buildup. But for God's sake, at least have the brains to know the island isn't going to tip over. Okay, I'm going to bring, Brian isn't on tonight. Brian's media card fried, so he's not on tonight. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, cool. Our guests tonight are Bridget and Matthew VonStetina. And, okay, I will, Annette, I just got a message. And they were, Matthew was on our show a few months ago talking about LaLaurie House, and this whole thing came about because the members were really interested in listening to their story about Hurricane Katrina. So welcome, Bridget and Matthew, to the Lair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I picked out some really cool music for it. CCR, Bad Moon Rising, Who'll Stop the Rain? I know I have a sick sense of humor.
That's great.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I am. You were living in New Orleans, and you guys met in New Orleans, and you started a family. You had a little girl, and August 2005. Can you believe it's 5 years ago?
Sometimes and sometimes not. No. How about you, Matt?
No, it's kind of weird thinking that it's been 5 years already.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell our guests what happened? And Annette says, welcome, Bridget and Matthew.
Do you want to start that, Matt, or I mean, how do we start that? What happened?
You knew a hurricane was coming, but no one expected it to do what it did. So you guys knew it was coming, right?
That's right. We did know it was coming because, well, we had lived there for 7 years, so we had been through past hurricanes. And I guess at this point we assumed that it would be like many of the other hurricanes and would not actually reach us, and it didn't even actually reach us, right, Matt?
That's correct.
But I think we just assumed that it'd be safe. I know that sounds odd to people who aren't in or weren't in New Orleans or down south. Safe, a hurricane? How can that be safe? Get out of Dodge. But since we've been through many of them before, and there wasn't as much damage, we thought we could make it through another one.